Most big banks get all the attention, but what about the smaller banks that actually serve our communities? Horizon Bank, ticker HBNC, has been doing that exactly since 1873. Wow, since 1873. That means that this bank is literally older than the light bulb and a sliced bread. That's crazy. They lasted through every major crisis and still pay a decent dividend. Today, I'm going to be walking through the numbers, my own position, and why I see this actually as a solid, low drama stock worth investing in this year. Horizon Bank is a community focused bank headquartered in Michigan City, Indiana. A bit of a side note, I've been to Michigan City and I've got to say that it's pretty awesome down there. Anyways, they provide everyday banking services to regular people and local businesses such as checking accounts, loans, mortgages, investment trusts, and other bank related stuff. Today, I'm going to be walking you through the key stats, my own position in the stock, and my honest thoughts on whether it makes sense to own in 2026. With that being said, if you enjoy these type of breakdowns, please hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And before we dive in, if you haven't started investing yet and you don't know how, use my Robinhood link in the description. You get a free stock just for signing up. You don't have to put any money down, but it's a great way to get started. That's how I got started investing, and it's something that I wanted to do when I was much younger, but I just didn't know how. So take advantage of that. And also, if you're looking to get into crypto, check out my Coinbase link. You get $10 in free Bitcoin when you sign up and invest $5 or more. And with that, let's dive in. So as I mentioned, this bank started back in 1873 as the first national bank in Michigan City in Indiana. Those original columns still stand outside their headquarters today. This is a very old bank and has been able to survive and operate through great hardships in American history, such as the Great Depression, World War II, and most recently, but not that recent, the Great Recession. Not only were they able to survive, but they kept growing. In 1974, they installed their first ATM machine in Indiana. In 2003, they expanded into Michigan. And by 2019, they hit $5 billion in total assets, becoming one of the largest banks in Indiana. Today, the company has a market cap of about $932 million. The stock right now trades at about $18.17. So based off what I see on Robinhood, it looks like the stock was listed back in January in the year of 2000 at a price of 92 cents. And since then, it has grown to the price what we see today as $18.17. That's a massive gain of over 1,871%. The all-time high was at $23 back in January of 2022, and the current dividend yield is at 3.43%. So here's my personal position with Horizon Bank. I only own one share with an average cost being at $16.62. I know that isn't anything massive, but it is a stock that I looked into earlier this year and saw that the chart was pretty positive and said, well, this would be a solid play. So I bought in back in January of this year. And since then, the share price has gone up about $1.55. And I've received one dividend payment of 16 cents so far. So if you add both together, my total gain on this stock has been roughly at $1.71. It's not a huge position. I'm up a little bit, but I've been watching it closely and planning to buy more when the price dips below the cost that I initially invested in. I like the stability of this stock right now, but I am currently parking my money in other stocks, and I will definitely be looking into buying more shares of these in the future because it is a pretty solid stock. So the big question, is Horizon Bank worth investing in? Let's take a look at both pros and cons. On the good side, this is a pretty stable community bank that's been around since 1873. And not only that, but they have been able to survive through great hardships historically and been able to grow in the process throughout the decades and hit major milestones milestones like becoming the largest bank in Indiana, and they pay a respectable 3.43% dividend. Earnings have stayed mostly positive, and the stock has delivered strong long-term gains since its IPO price. With that being said, it looks pretty good, but on the not so good side, this growth has not been explosive. You aren't growing your investment substantially overnight and over the course of 1 year. It's over the course of a decade. It's a smaller bank, so it doesn't have the scale of those big national players like Chase and Bank of America. The stock can move with interest rates and the economy, but it's not going to 10x your portfolio overnight. So here's my personal take. I really like this stock. As a company, I respect how long they've been around and them serving the local communities. As an investment, I see it as a good conservative addition into my portfolio. It's not going to make me rich quick, but it is a pretty low drama, steady stock that delivers dividends on the side while the share price slowly increases. Now, with that being said, this is not financial advice. Don't go buying all in on this stock just because of me, a guy on YouTube or Rumble, really likes this stock. Always do your own research and make that decision on your own. Alright, that's my full honest take on Horizon Bank. If this breakdown helped you get a clear understanding of what this company is, hit that like button, subscribe so you don't miss the next breakdown, and if you want to see another community bank breakdown, go check the video that I did on Riverview Bank. It's another solid dividend paying bank stock like this one. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.